Today guys, we're doing something a little bit spontaneous. I was really anticipating working on the S3 and getting it up to scratch, fixing up the Haldex and diagnosing a few issues with that car, but I've been given an opportunity to go pick up a motor, as you guys may have seen in the thumbnail, and we're going to be taking the Civic. You guys haven't actually seen this car yet, but this is my beta Civic. We actually have this thing loaded up at the moment right now with a whole crane and all the tools and everything like that, and we will also be fitting a whole motor and transmission in the back of this as well. But yeah, let's get back on the road and head off to go pick this motor up. Let's go.
We're going to get some pies.
Some pies? We stopped over to just get some food because I'm starving, so thought we'd try this place out. What you get, fool?
We got the big breakfast pie.
Big breakfast, hell yeah. I got the strawberry milk. Let's go.
A friend has joined me to come eat.
What's up, fool?
Really laying down my food.
Bro, that thing looks so good with the egg on it and everything.
It's good.
Bro, you full just emptied the shell. You gonna leave the pastry like that?
Yeah, I'm full. Bro, Simmons on the work here?
The Simmons on the highlights though? Let's go. Alright. Let's get back on the road.
There's a lot of traffic, so I might have to give it a little bit. Oh, yeah, maybe not.
Go.
I might actually be right.
Put your foot down.
Foot down?
This thing out.
Now that is some real JDM stuff, guys.
Take a moment to breathe, hold it in, stay a while, forget all that you know, and forgive everyone. It's all in your power to turn away. And maybe I've been blinded, 'cause all I see now is a fairy tale ending. It's not in our cards at all. Make a change, forget wait for nothing, to death do I, 'cause I feel like a freight train is running over me, so I'll say what you want me to make you believe.
Alright, so we're at the car now after a long drive. It's been a while. We're here. It's currently under the cover, so we're waiting for the owner to get here because we got here a bit early, and then we will be pulling the motor and gearbox out of this thing. I can't wait to uncover it and show you what's going on. Alright, the big reveal. The 1.8T. God, it's covered in oil. I'm putting this thing into the sky, bro. It needs to go as high as I possibly can. Some more, please, sir.
Some more. Hard working man, right here.
Mate, we're pulling out an engine on the street.
Good?
Yeah, keep going. There you go. Jesus. Alright. Let's get to work, boys. I want to start getting everything done underneath it, and then I think Harley's got to get some stuff on the top undone. We're definitely not doing the fuel lines first this time. No. I'm not breathing in fuel fumes the whole time.
We don't need to smell all that.
No, hell no. So we're gonna do the fuel lines last, and then pull the engine out, because I can't do that. I'm not breathing in 98 the whole time. I probably should have bought WD-40 to take these downpipe bolts off, because I'm probably gonna snap them. Oh. It's nice working on cars that are like not covered in oil. Yeah, Harley, I said it.
Look, that's because I own a BMW, shut up.
Okay. Secondary air pump is out. That in the bin. That's horrible.
Yeah, no, I've set a couple things and stuff on the windows. The orange pig.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. No worries.
Damn, bro, we're not wearing gloves.
Yeah,
we don't look professional. What?
We're not.
I'll stick a ripping them.
Yeah, they get torn.
Yeah.
Bro, we're so autistic cuz.
Hi guys.
So it can run here fine, but I don't think it's doing very well. It runs to
Alright, so all the harness, as you can see here, is completely disconnected. We've removed pretty much all the other accessories and stuff like that, and it's all disconnected, all the boost pipes and everything. All we have now is the axles and the engine mounts. I did end up snapping 2 studs on the turbo manifold, but I mean, I can't really do much about that. So we'll pull this thing out, have a look at it, take the transmission out, and throw it over into the Civic. So let's go.
I'll be getting a property trailer to scrap. I'll be getting it.
yeah. To be honest, like the car was that cheap, it's just like slow.
Alright, that drive shaft is now done. We can go ahead and undo the transmission mount and the engine mount. Well, obviously we'll get the crane ready to go onto this engine, and this thing's pretty much ready to go out. I'm pretty excited about this, to be honest. Finally. Alright, let's go.
Are you sure you got that thing on properly? Of the bolt on there? Just doing deliveries out of road as you're coming from Newport with the big yellow sign. You know when you're coming down towards Newport? It's like right.
Alright, we've got a bit of tension on it.
Like right at the start of Newport.
And then we should be able to just zap off these engine mounts. So I'll break all the bolts loose first, and then I'll just get my rattle gun. Oh, that boy's tight. I reckon it's never come off, to be honest. In its 20 years. That's such a satisfying noise. Alright. Transmission mounts. Alrighty. Last time I did it the other way around, and the transmission hit the ground. Maybe you want to jack it up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh! Did you just see that? Bro, oil just came out the cranny of this bolt. That's crazy. Oil was everywhere. What? What's so funny? Alright, give me the breaker bowl.
Now you gotta get.
Hold up, you're still connected.
Oh! Fuel lines, bro! Connected to this again. Cool.
You're out.
I want to see how you're gonna put this
In the back of that.
and the engine crane in the little Civic.
Alrighty, that came off a lot smoother. Can you pull that out? We probably need to jack it up. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Good.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Okay, so the work truck is in full effect. We've got the whole engine, crane, 2 toolboxes. We have the transmission and a tool bag and a couple of little pieces. But yes, if you're going to get an engine, a Civic will work. I probably could have taken a Golf, but none of my Golfs on the road, and I'm definitely not fitting this much in the Polo. Everything is ready to go. Let's see if this boot closes. There we go. Locked and loaded. If it fits,
It ships.
let's go. Alright, let's get back on the road and head back home. Hop in! This thing actually doesn't feel too bad, but yeah, I can definitely feel some weight.
So we got everything back there and
Ridiculous, dude.
See you, bro! Walking it. Alright, so we've just pulled up to the shops to get some food and just to check a little bit on the fitment. Front end is looking alright. The rear, absolutely slammed. It's pretty low. You can even see underneath it. It's pretty close to the ground. But yeah, it's not too bad. The thing actually drives alright. I reckon if we had coilovers on it, it would drive a bit nicer. It's really just the steering. In terms of acceleration, it's fine. But yeah. Let's keep going. I want to get home, so let's keep driving before the sunlight runs out. The Macca's model, bro.
it's the Macca's Tesla.
Hell yeah. This traffic has been horrible. I'm so done with all this traffic. I didn't think we'd be this long, but has added probably another hour onto our trip, to be honest. It's been pretty horrible, pretty bad. Now to get onto the highway, which also looks pretty busy. How you going, Harley?
We're doing good. We're nearly back up.
Yeah. It's been a long drive. I'm so glad we got out of all that traffic. Probably can't even really see me right now, but it's just been a hectic drive, it's been a hectic day, but I'm so glad we were able to go pick up that motor. I'll show you guys more what's going on when we get back to the shed, but we still got a bit more driving ahead of us, so we'll pick up soon.
Cause life flows like white water. Take a moment to breathe.
This thing is still on the same tank that we left home in, and I'm surprised it's still going. It's been pulling up hills like with no issues. The engine's still in there, everything's good. It is pretty low, not gonna lie. Every single bump on the road, we are almost bottoming out on this thing. It's pretty goddamn low at the moment, but it kind of looks good. I really am intrigued to actually lower this thing. It's tucking. I don't even know what size tires to be honest, but this thing needs a whole lot of work. Absolute beater that we have. This is actually my girlfriend's, but we share the car, and eventually I'd like to respray it and fix it up. It's had its fair share of abuse and sort of driving, so I'd love to be able to maybe eventually engine swap something into this car and manual swap it, because it is an auto, but it owes us nothing, so it's the work truck for now, picking up stuff that is completely random like this for cars that we actually want to spend our money on. But maybe down the track I'd love to, maybe once the S3 is done, the Mark 3 is done, the GCI is done, we might go ahead and do a whole bunch of work to this car. So absolutely killer of a machine. It's pulling all this stuff, all this weight, and us two in the car as well. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go home, bro. I'm so tired. Alright guys, we are finally back at the shed. The motor has been put onto a stand and the gearbox over in storage. The O2J gearbox that came with the A3 is the exact same as what's in the GCI, so I thought it was a good idea to have a spare one for the GCI. Now, in terms of the motor, you guys might be wondering what this motor is for. Now, I really want to build a motor for the S3. I've never actually built a motor before. I've refreshed and restored a bunch of stuff, but I've never actually built a motor. So I thought this was a good opportunity to get into it. And this is a perfect candidate because it is an AUM small port head, the exact same as what's on the S3. It's not the exact same engine code, but it is the exact same block and internals as what's on the S3. Now, in terms of the internals, all of that's going to be pretty much pulled out anyways, so I wasn't too worried about that, but this engine came out for a pretty good steal, pretty good price, and I got both the engine and the gearbox. The guy was like trying to hand me more stuff, but you know, we're sort of running out of time, but I'm really glad we got away with this. Now, before we go ahead and end today's video, I wanted to actually pull off the intake manifold and the rocker cover to just have a look inside and see how healthy this 60,000K motor is. Now, I'm pretty certain it's gonna be fine, but I'm just curious, so let's have a look inside and have a little sneak peek. Alrighty, let's have a look. Okay. That all looks pretty clean, to be honest. There's no scores in any of these. So nice and smooth, feels really good. And everything in here doesn't look too dark compared to my GCI, which was neglected. It was really dark brown and orange and sort of had some coked up sort of old oil and other stuff like that on top of these sort of covers. So this looks really good, to be honest, really nice and clean. I'm really happy about that. So let's go ahead and take this intake manifold off. Should be able to move this about now, and also the fuel rail. So we'll go ahead, take that off. Alrighty, I believe these are just coolant lines, to be honest, that run over the manifold. I don't think my S3 has that, but it's interesting. And then we also got to get this out of the way. There's a few little things on this motor that are a little bit different, but when we only need the block and the main things, and the rest can all just be swapped over from the other motor. Alrighty, I think I'm just gonna cut this just about there, and that's all good out of the way. And now we should, oh, there's a couple more things down here actually. Usually just slide this out and out the way, and then there's a couple more hoses on the bottom of it, but alright, let's take this manifold off. It's just a bunch of screws along the way. Might just hang this out of the way really. I'll take this gasket off too. It's covered in oil. When the guy flipped the motor, obviously all the oil went to the top of the motor, so this is completely covered in oil. So I'm gonna chuck that out. I might just clean up the faces a little bit. Alrighty, so the intake ports look really clean. They're nice and clean in there, but obviously you can see there's some oil on the top of the valve there. Not too much on that one, which is really good. And then this one, not too bad as well. There's a little bit on that last one, but right here on this one there's quite a bit of oil on that one, which isn't good, but probably just vacuum that out. The ports themselves are pretty clean though, so I'm really glad about that. The valves look nice and straight. When I go ahead and strip this motor apart to build it, I'm going to be doing obviously taking the head off and everything like that, so I'll be doing a good old clean of everything and making sure everything's still good. I'm not too sure how far I'm going to go into this build and what sort of power numbers. I would like maybe 450, and depending on how we go, we might even shoot for 600, but I'm not too sure how far I want to go with this motor yet, but I know I want to make a bit more power than what I currently am making, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Anyways guys, thank you so much for sticking around for yet again another video. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed picking up this engine and gearbox in the Civic. But stick around because there's going to be a lot more work done on the S3 and getting this GCI show ready, so make sure you don't miss out on that. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.